Okay, let's see here. Okay. So we're doing the Grunfeld defense today. 3 nights variation, just doing a little prep work before we do get started. Starts in a little bit. Let's see here. Let's open this up, open that one up. Okay. How much time do we have before we get started? 2 more minutes. And just trying to prep a little bit more. Oh yeah, let's go over. Oh, well, this is it. I'm gonna go to the opening explorer and take a little bit more depth into this line. 94 is definitely a move I like, but it seems like D takes C4 does a lot better here for black. And it looks like the main idea of this D takes C4 is pretty much what it sounds like. You just try to hold on to the pawn. And apparently E4 is a much better way to play. E3 looks like something a little bit more in my style. Bishop B6, and looks like black can just hold on to it. 95, and I assume you just play like... Oh, you go knight D5 here. Interesting. Interesting. Knight D5. What's the idea here? Knight takes C5. Yeah, this is all about hypermodernism or attacking from the sides over here. Dear Lord. Yes, I have my my work cut out for me, assuming... Well, we'll see who knows the most theory in this, right? But yeah, Grunfeld is definitely not an opening that you should take lightly. People... Well, some people just know this opening very, very well. Let's see here. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and stop doing the analysis. We got 49 seconds to get started. All right. Well, thank you for joining me, guys. It's time for another thematic chess tournament. This time we got the Grunfeld defense. Definitely one of the most harshest ways to play against D4 other than King's Indian defense. And I don't know, is there another one maybe you think of that attacks D4 as much and is at least as solid as it. As solid as still being a good opening for you. But this is the 3 nights variation, or apparently the Petrosian variation. All right, guys, get ready. Will I be Zerking today? I don't think so. I don't think I have much knowledge. I'm not a D4 player, but I'm willing to learn. So, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. But basically, the concept is, for black, I'm going to try to play this D takes on C4 and just take that extra pawn and try to hold on to it, which apparently is one of the best ways to play into it. And we start off with black to move, and yep, let's go for it. D takes on C4 here. Apparently, E3 and E4 are the top moves to get played. E4 was the top move there. And I already forgot the theory here, what I was supposed to play. Oh, gosh. I definitely know it's not E6 here. Or, you know what? Oof. What was I supposed to play? C6, knight takes on E4, H6, bishop G4. Yeah, I already forgot what the move was I was supposed to play. Let's go C5 here. I don't know what else I should be looking to play here. Bishop E6 was one of the ideas I saw here, but... the idea is if a D takes on C5, we'll go queen to A5 here. And if they play bishop takes C4, we can at least take on D4 here. One of the ideas here is to, well, ruin the center here, right? So, well, that's what we're going to try to do here. Gosh. Oh, someone already got a win over here. I guess someone maybe just didn't show up. At least in the tournament. Well, Super Joyce has really taken their time on this one. I'm surprised. Maybe C5 is just not a move that doesn't get played too often. But what was I supposed to play there? Maybe it was supposed to be B5. Okay, let's take on D4. And I think I'm already doing decently now. Queen takes D4 is definitely a move here. Knight takes D4 is what I'm expecting. Bishop B5 check, knight C6. Let's go ahead and just castle here. Actually, this kind of transposed into a Sicilian now. Yes, and I am familiar with the Sicilian, so Hopefully not too bad for me. I have a6, b5, bishop b7. So we've already kind of transposed in something I'm kind of used to, especially because I do play a lot of these fianchettos. I play a lot of lines of fianchettos. So you think I'd be a little bit more at ease playing this, but man, the Grunfeld is definitely known for high-class theory, or knowing it very, very well. One bad move, and you can definitely get into a very bad position. So a6 has the very easy idea. I want to go b5, bishop b7, and maybe go knight to d7 here. So bishop b7, already threatening to win a pawn here on e4. Ooh, and e5 looks like it would have been a very good move for them. So let's go h6 here. e5, e6 would have been a good try for them. And let's go knight c6 here. A nice little free tempo. Bishop takes. If they try to go e5, we have knight to h5 here attacking. And let's play e6 and stop it. Rook to d1. Queen over to b6 and queen b7 ideas. Rook to e8. Okay. So, feeling okay here. Knight to d7. Obviously, this e5 bind is actually pretty good for them, though. I can just take a free pawn here. I guess I'm going to. Takes. Yeah, looks like they just dropped the pawn there, missing that the pawn was being protected. Gosh. Yeah, the theory here is pretty intense. Let's go queen c7. Knight to d6, that's okay. Rook to d8. Knight to d7 will be a threat in the future. Bishop f3 is actually a pretty interesting idea. Actually, I like this one. Let's use it. Bishop f3 with the idea of queen takes on c5 check here. Either way, it should be okay for me. Okay, so queen takes c5 check. Oh, hopefully they play this blunderful move. And I get knight takes f3 due to the pin. Okay, knight c6. Knight takes f7 is actually pretty interesting here. Yeah, knight takes f7 looks pretty interesting. Rook takes on d1. I blundered that, but that's okay. We'll go queen b6. I do got a decent little time idea here, so knight takes, knight c6, knight to d4. Man, oh, you know what's a good idea is knight c6, maybe knight over here. Okay, rook to c8. Okay, rook to b8. Okay. Bishop takes on b2. Might as well get greedy here. Bishop f6. Probably rook to d7 will get played. I don't think they have a threat just yet, do they? Let's go rook b7 here. I think a trade here would be good for me. Knight takes. Perfect. Probably queen right here will get played. Oh, check. King there. Knight d6 is a new threat. And let's see here. Queen here. Queen check here looks good. And I have bishop to d4 here too. Yeah, it just looks like their king's a little too unsafe here. So check. I don't think they should go this way. Check. Bishop d4 move here. Bishop h4. Let's go bishop d4 here. Queen f2 check is actually pretty strong. Queen g1 checkmate. Yeah. That was definitely not the right move in that situation. There, the king was just way too way too undefended there. Okay, so we got the white side now. We'll see if they play the d takes c4, which is apparently one of the better ways to play. If they do go 1600 or maybe 1800 below, I felt comfortable berserking, but not right now. Not right now. So d takes c4 is the main move here. And e4 is apparently the best way to play. Maybe I'll see what they play. You know what? Maybe it was just b5 here. Okay, so let's go bishop takes c4. I think b5 because you can play knight takes on e4 is what I saw. So we'll try that next move to play b5 to hold on to that pawn. And castles. Okay, bishop g4. Definitely a decent move here to play. Looking to put pressure on d4. Okay, let's go rook to e1. If they take, we'll just take back with the pawn. And e5 here looks good. I think this knight b to d7 wasn't the right way to play it. h3. Queen takes on f3. And then we can just bring the knight b6 most likely. Oh, okay, they play there. Let's go bishop h4. Bishop g3. Ooh, yeah, they made a mistake with that move. Yeah, they're supposed to play his last move so they can win this d4 pawn. Knight e4. Now I have knight f6 check. Knight to d6 looks great. And even knight over here. You know what? It's this weak diagonal. That's actually the key here. So bishop c2, queen to d3. And yes, this position looks great now. Knight b4. Let's go queen d3. Hoping that they play knight to b4, missing knight f6 check, and queen to h7's checkmate. So pawn takes. And let's see if they play knight b4 now. Knight takes here, just wins because I have the double threat check and also over here. So let's check first. Bishop b5 makes sense. I think this is just winning here, right? Bishop takes, bishop g6. Knight to d5. Let's go bishop takes, rook to d3 maybe. Let's go bishop b3 here. Queen e4. Okay, that's okay. Queen e4. That queen was not doing anything good there anyways. Queen takes on c6. Rook takes ideas. Yeah, this should be a... I should be able to win this one without too much trouble here. All my pieces look like they're strong. Bishop's strong. The rooks are strong. This king is a bit weak. Okay, so they played there. Let's go d5. The idea being pawn cannot take here because queen takes e8's just checkmate. And I'm threatening pawn takes here too. If pawn pushes, d6 check, d7. Yes, I am liking this position. All right, here we go. d6. Past pawns must be pushed. d7. Oh my gosh, I just dropped my queen. And they missed it. Dear Lord. Dear Lord. Let's go queen c7. Oh my gosh. I got lucky there. The new threat here is rook takes on e5 since queen takes d8 over here. Dear Lord, I can't believe I just dropped my queen. Oh gosh. Okay, so rook takes on e5. And again, if they take, then we can take over here on d8. Is there any other ideas here? Can I go rook e8 check? Pawn takes, rook check. Yes! Look at that really beautiful tactic. I'm actually threatening rook to e8 check after pawn takes, rook, king takes at the end of this. Okay, so rook check, rook takes, pawn takes check. And I believe this still works here. So rook check, pawn takes. Over here, look at this beautiful tactical idea. We get to take, and then we're going to play rook d8 here. Even after king takes here, rook d8 check, force move, queen has to take, and then we end with this beautiful scholar's mate there. There you go. That's a calculation for you guys. Did you guys like that one? I know I did. Dear Lord, I'm on the second page? Or wait, what's going on here? My second page? Oh, okay, that's weird. Put me on the second page even. Okay, whatever. It's black to move again. Let's hold on to this pawn. D takes c4. E4 and then b5. So we're trying the b5 move this time to see what happens because I don't know what's going on. So knight to d5 here gets played, I guess. And then knight takes b5. And then what's the idea here? c5? So you're telling me that you should have gone over more than one move in theory. Yep, that's exactly what I'm saying, Jesse. Okay, let's go knight b6. I guess we'll try to hold on to this pawn. Bishop e6 is a move I like here. Ugh. Okay, so bishop e6. a5, we can go knight back to d5. They can't take on c4 just yet because knight takes on c3. Queen a4 would not be a bad idea here at all. Queen a4 looks like a very good move here. Ugh, I wish there was a way to look up in between the games what I should be doing here. Let's go ahead and castle. And then knight a6, no. Knight to d7, no. Let's go h6 here, why not? I'm trying to see what's up around here. Knight f4 would be a nice move. Go knight to d7 here. The idea being, if they take on c6, we have rook to c8, and I believe that should be winning a piece here. Okay. So queen c7, and then queen b7 is the idea. Because they're probably going to go rook c1 to put pressure over here on c6. Okay, so they took. Queen over to b7 now. Put pressure on b2. My opponent's playing very good chess right now. Good job. Okay, so now we have rook over to b... Oh, queen b7 first. We can't play that move of rook b8 for a tempo because knight takes on d5 here. And then just rook b8 here. This is our best chance to go queenside. And there wasn't any good move there to not... To not do that. So this knight's problem over here. Let's double up the rooks. Knight takes c5 ideas. b4. I guess we'll go bishop g4 here. And then knight f8 over here. Knight takes. My opponent's just doing a very good job converting this now. Bishop takes. Perfect. e6, bishop f8. Bishop f8. And I can play bishop takes b4 here. No, can't do that. Rook b8. Interesting move. They should have just gone rook c8 here. I realized I actually couldn't take right away. Yeah, they might be tricking themselves here. They should just play rook c8 here. It's a good move. a6 looks really weak now, or I might just take on b4. Oh my gosh, that's definitely wrong here. Here, just check, I believe, is just winning now. Okay. So, rook here then. Rook here. Let's go rook here. Maintain the pressure. And I got to... Yeah, I think I should be okay in this situation. I feel very confident. I'll play on the light squares here. So, g5, king, g7, king over here. And actually, you know what? I'll play f6 here too. That's actually... Oh, king f5. See, the problem is that they need to get b5 in, but they couldn't get it in. And the king had nowhere to go to actually help the square out. In fact, are they just dropping this pawn over here now? Yeah. Yeah, yeah, it looks like they're... Like, thematically, what they wanted to do was a good idea, but... Yeah, I just don't think it was working here. King d4, definitely a nice square for that piece. b5 you have to watch out for. So let's go f6. King takes idea. Okay. Rook over here. Now the idea is check. And then rook takes c5. Because rook a5 was to play b5 here. So we're trying to stop that. So check. They can't go back here because of check. And here comes my pawns. Maybe we'll just play king here first. d4 could be a move we could play. Oh, yeah, there goes time. Whew. Definitely one of the best tools I have here is to use my time. Using my time is definitely one of the best things I could do here. All right, so the theory here. Oh, let's berserk now. I kind of feel a little bit better. So if d takes c4, e4 is the main move here. c6 is one of the tamer moves. I think we just play e3 in these ones. Right knight, huh? This does not look like the right knight. Pawn takes here, I like. Let's simplify the position. Okay, I say simplify, and then they took with the knight there. Typically, most people take the other way. Castles. Rook e1. This looks like a decent position. Knight b6, okay. Let's go rook e1. Knight f6 or b6 is what I'm expecting. I might be able to get an attack going. Bishop b3. I'm not too worried about this a5, a4. If anything, I can reroute the bishop over there. So bishop back. f6, interesting move. e4, e5. If I get e5 in, I'll definitely like this position a lot more. Perfect, e5. And again, a4, bishop c2, and I'm going to be aiming toward this king pretty fast. I actually really like this attacking kind of position. It's amazing how fast you can just transpose into different lines. Oh, let's go e6 here. This is a very nice move because if they can play e6 here, the pawn structure gets a little nice for them. And the idea was to go knight g5 here too. So queen d2 real quick because c3 was being attacked. So knight g5, f7 check. Knight e5 is also another very nice move here. Knight f7 check. It comes with the idea that, well, yeah, let's do this move. This comes with the idea if they take here, we get to take and check here. And this will open up the position. Plus, I'll get the bishop pair. Rook takes. I don't know if that was a good idea to trade off your dark square bishop. That is one of the key defenders here. Queen h6 is interesting, but I don't think it does anything just yet. Let's go rook over. Knight g4, I think, was the idea. Ooh, that was the idea. Let's go bishop here. Maybe they'll make the mistake and take right away. Okay, rook takes here. This worked out. It was still... So they couldn't take or else check, and I would have forked the king and the queen. But I still have the discovery here. And rook takes on f5 here, so... That worked out. I got lucky on that one. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I could berserk at this point right here. Let's check. h3. Okay. Bishop e5 here. Maybe f4, f5 here. Oh, yeah. Oh, they could have just taken there. They should have just taken f5 here. Let's open up this king. This is good now. Queen g5 checking ideas. I definitely need to get the rook in there. If the rook gets in there, then it's game over. Okay, so pawn takes first. Rook e3. Rook g3 idea. Rook g3, perfect. Rook takes g6, very strong. Can it be stopped here? Can it be stopped? Here we can just take. Bishop takes first. We couldn't do it the other way because knight takes would have forked me. Bishop takes here now. Should just be winning. I should be winning at least the queen here. Bishop takes here if f5. Rook takes. Pawn takes, rook takes. Nice move. d5 here. Let's hold down these passed pawns. I like passed pawns. And h4 is coming. Awesome. h4. Pawn takes looks good. King over right here. Oof. You know what? Maybe the king was supposed to go to f1 here. Yeah, you see there's the idea. I should be okay here. Oh, cool. I thought they were going to check me first. Rook f3 check, and I should win at least the queen here. Bishop g6 check, rook f7 check. Winning the queen. So check. Check. You know what? I think I'm winning the rook here also. Rook takes, queen e7's mate. Bishop takes f7 I think was good here too, but hey. I'm not sure. I should have calculated harder. I think that's what you're saying. I'm sorry. Okay. Who's the next one? Oh, and we're in first place now. Cool. Yeah, I was not thinking I would be doing too... I think I'm doing okay with this line. I wouldn't say I'm doing great. This is definitely one of the strong players, and let's do... we're not berserking because he's one of the strong players. D takes c4. I want to see what the theory is he plays here. I mean, he did not take here. He did not take. Let's go ahead and castle. Let's go c6, b5, and a6, b5 maybe? a6, b5. This was the idea that you actually just try to hold on to the pawn. So bishop e6 is what I had seen. And then when they played like some kind of move, I think it was queen somewhere to attack the pawn, then you go knight to d5 here. And we can still do knight d5. Knight d5 here. They still can't take, and I have pawn f6 threat to fork the bishop and knight. So apparently this is somewhat close to the theory. Of course, we'd be very happy if they take here. Pawn takes back, and now the c4 pawn is going to be ours, and it'll just hold on to it. Ooh, look at this knight b4, knight to d3 ideas here too. If this e3 move is definitely not good because this bishop's almost trapped now. And that's probably what they're struggling with here. I guess I'll just play pawn takes here. if they do take. I think in all variations that'll be good. And I think it's obvious that this player did not know, because I can't pronounce this. I think it's pretty obvious that this player did not know the theory and just kind of jumped in to see what would happen. And I don't blame them. I do not blame them at all. Let's see here. What do we do here? They're taking quite a while here, aren't they? Okay. What's going on here? They're just trying to waste my time? Why are you trying to waste my time? Okay, so I just play f6 here, right? I guess we just play f6 and win a piece. I looked at they sacrificed here. Pawn takes bishop back, and then we could take on g5. Okay. Knight takes on c4. I think we still just take on g5 here. Yeah, let's just take on g5. Interesting idea. Knight c5, knight here. Let's play bishop f. The light squares are actually pretty important here. Let's play bishop f5. Not a move I want to play, but I think is a good move for me. We'll play bishop takes. And then we can defend here with queen c7 or queen... Oof. Rook a7 here. Yeah, this looks definitely suspect. Knight to d7. Ooh. King h8. E4 ideas. Okay, knight f6 attacking. Knight e5. Definitely annoying. Okay, knight here. Let's take knight c5 and then b5 here. Oof. Maybe we shouldn't play b5. Knight to d7 here. Okay, so now b5 can get played because e5 is covered. Perfect. I didn't want the knight to jump to e5 because c6 is a really weak square for us. But we don't have to worry about that anymore. Rook c7. Okay, where's this knight going? Let's go h6. Just try to hold everything down. Knight to f6 here. Another perfect timing move. And then pawn takes here. Okay. Knight to a4. Rook over to c4 ideas. Knight c3. Great looking knight. Okay. a5, b4. Okay. Yeah, that's a little annoying, eh? g5 idea. e6. Let's go e6 here. Rook hangs. Knight h7 here, so queen hangs. And they drop that. They're playing a little too fast here. Rook to, yeah. All right, good game. Yeah. That was just a hard position for them because they didn't really know it. I guess I literally went in beforehand and was looking around because, like I said, Grunfeld is really tough. The theory here is so double-edged that one little mistake and you're just out of it. And I kind of understood the concept of it, like I said, in this variation, which apparently is good for black. Black is doing really well in these variations, is just by taking the pawn. You can try to hold on to the pawn, but I don't think that's the main idea. I think the main idea is really just trying to waste the time of your opponent so you can get your pieces out faster. And then because it's hypermoderism, you just attack him from the wing, right? So let's go bishop d3. Bishop takes c4 if they want to. Yes, bishop g4. This is nice. And this is very typical in a lot of these Grunfeld lines. They trade off this bishop. And, I always thought that, hey, the bishops are the best. Yes, that's true, but don't worry. Don't forget about the pawn structure. In this scenario, this is one of those ones where you have the knights, and actually this bishop pair is actually good. Uh-oh, looks like they made a mistake here. The rook's hanging. Okay, good move. Oof, good move, good move. Let's castle first. They still can't take. Okay, cool. And then we'll play bishop c4 here because b2 pawn hangs. So rook here, and then rook over. Rook over. Oh, queen takes c6 here. And then queen a4. Oh, no, queen a4 is a blunder. Oh, no. So let's go queen a4. Knight b6. Let's just check real quick. No, I'm still losing a piece. What the? Oh, no. Oh, wait a second. If the rook takes rook b1 and then queen takes a8, is this any good? Did I just, like, blunderful make a good move? And then queen takes rook here. Whew. Okay, so I'm not dead on arrival yet. No, I'm not DOA, as they say. Whew. That worked out. Oh, gosh. Very, very close call there for me, though. Again, these positions are just so crazy. They're not Najdorf positions, but they're definitely pretty crazy. Let's see. What's the idea here? Queen there. They want to take on a2. So rook b3 is a move. Let's go queen f3. The idea here for me is that, yeah, they can trade there. Rook takes. That's okay. I'm not too worried about that one. Let's go queen here. If I could trade off the queens, I'll be actually very happy here. Okay, so e4. e5 idea. Bishop g3. Okay. e5. Pawn takes. Rook f1 check. Now I have some attacking chances here. The knight's hanging. After rook f1 check, then I could take it. This pawn definitely is definitely something that they can hope for. So rook check. I think queen just takes now. Have to watch out. If e6, bishop takes d4, so rook d1's the idea? Okay. Queen d8. Attacking the pawn, d5 idea. Oh, just g3 just fell, right? Oh, but if they take on g3, I do have e6 here too. But king h2 here is next. a3 probably will get played now. Okay. Queen takes g5. Queen takes h5. Queen d1. It's a lot of pawns. They lost a lot of pawns here, and I think I can just trade off and play rook f2 now or something. So I think they got to they've got to keep the queen on the second rank here. Rook a2, and I think they're in trouble now. Rook takes a2, queen takes a2 check here. Yeah, that's they had to see that idea about not losing the pawn, right? So yeah, and obviously, like after I win this, okay, so queen take. Oh, okay. I wanted to do queen takes, but not just yet now anymore. Rook takes. What do we play here? Check. And then queen a2. Queen check. Rook a6. It's all about this knight right here. Where does the queen move to defend it? I don't think the queen can. But, you know, theoretically, even if I went into other endgame, I'm not saying it's a... Oh, that's even worse. Check. And then I could take here. And, let's checkmate here, I think, right? Rook is checkmate. Yep. They call this the, gosh, what do they call that checkmate? The kill box checkmate. Definitely a good checkmate to know, especially if you're trying to checkmate your opponents whenever the time gets very low. It's just something that you could do really, really fast. So, definitely learn that kill box checkmate. Whew. Yeah, I definitely messed that one up, but, was able to pull it off at the end. What move did they make a mistake on? Yeah, it was just a crazy game. All right, let's do our next one. Let's do our next one. Oof. Oh, I lost my, I lost it. Okay, let's berserk. Let's berserk. And D takes C4. Remember, take the pawn every time. This is the right way to play. E4 is the main move here. If they play anything slower, then we're happy. Bishop E6 to hold on to it. C6 idea. Play B5 in the future. Yep, too late now. C6 will now kill the D5 idea. So they should have gone E4 here right away. Definitely one of the first moves I looked at because E3 is actually something that I would naturally play. But, oh, is this just knight takes, right? Knight takes. And now we're just winning a pawn. Queen takes, bishop takes. And knight C6. I even have bishop takes F3 here too. Ooh, bishop takes over here. That looks nice too. Pawn here. Bishop here. Bishop here. This is looking kind of bad. Bishop takes A2. Okay. Knight C6 here, so I can castle. You have to be careful. Yep. They're already threatening. Let's castle queen side here. I think that's actually not so bad for us. So pawn takes. And they should play rook takes here. Good. Rook to D7. And rook back. Oof, blunder though. Bishop C4, and we got this nice skewer here. Maybe they'll take. And then the other one's coming fast. And I don't think they can just double up rooks here. Oof, they did that move. Bishop A2 is just winning now though. Rook can't take because of the back rank mate. And knight over rook takes over there. Good game. All right, back to first place. 1988, and I'm black. Yes, black is definitely the one I like to play more. D takes on C4 under 2,000. We'll berserk. Getting competitive now, and I'm definitely feeling a lot better in this kind of situation. Let's go ahead and castle. I do want to look up afterwards what I was supposed to play though. B5, B4 looks interesting with knight takes E4. B4. Well, now that doesn't do anything. A5, bishop A6. All right, guys, it's going to get crazy now. Theory is going to not really be there anymore. Rook takes. Okay. Queen B6 here. Queen takes. Knight to D7 here, I think is... this was incorrect. I was hoping to attack here, but see... Oh, no. This is actually okay. Okay, yeah, this is okay. I did it correct. If you did the other knight first, then C6 would have fallen. So knight F to D7 was the right way to play this. So knight takes D7, free tempo over here. And we'll go rook E8 here. Do not take on C5 first, because then pawn takes, and then you won't win the exchange, because the bishop will still be attacking the rook. So knight takes on C5. I assume they'll probably take on A6 here, though. But we go knight takes C5 first. Then whichever way they take, we get to take back this way. Queen takes, pawns hanging. So E5. Rook over here. Okay, queen B5. Definitely not a good looking move. Okay. A4. Time is still not on my side. Let's go bishop F8 here. Okay. Oof. Rook takes. E6 is a killer move here. Okay, they're going for the checkmate pattern. Ooh, but they missed it. Queen takes on E5 with rook takes, and I killed the idea. Well, I didn't kill it, but it's not as easy to play now. Okay, queen H4, queen H6, queen takes D4 here, so either rook F4 or there. Because they were trying to go for this checkmate earlier. So queen takes pawn was just perfect timing. There, do not take. Because a check. Wait, pawn just takes, right? Pawn just takes here. I don't know what they were thinking. And queen takes check, and game over. Up an extra rook there. Woof. Woohoo! Dear Lord. All right, let's berserk again. Even though we're on the white side. Okay, so pawn E4. Bishop G4, another good move. We'll do bishop takes. If they take here, we take back with the pawn. here because taking on d4 would lose. Bishop b3, so we're going to defend the pawn. Queen d2, we're going to go really aggressive here and castle queenside with h4, h5 ideas. e5 and c5 are good moves here. For two reasons. Going to endgame here, I'm low on time. And the other one is endgames, right? So king b1, b5, bishop over, knight to d5, knight f4, knight d5, f4. So we can go h4, h5 and open up on the king side. And knight f4, bishop takes. Okay. Gosh. Let's go bishop d5 here, tempo. And so we can play knight takes, and if they take here, we get to take on g7. So we're at least winning kind of the exchange here, right? Because bishop check here is just winning. Right there. Let's play h4, h5, though. h5, pawn takes. Sometimes the exchange is just not good enough, right? Bishop f8, is this working here? If rook takes, queen take. Oh, dang it. They took that way. I thought they were going to take the other way. Let's go queen g5, queen e5 idea. That's just winning in one go. So they could play, okay, so queen e5, pawn takes idea. Queen g7, checkmate here. Pawn takes is probably what's going to get played because they're going to play there. And I'm just going to take on e6 here, check if they... Oh, queen takes d5, check. Oh, I won the rook. I did not plan this, but it worked out. Queen takes. No checkmate there. Rook over here. Yes, this worked out nicely. Yes, this worked out nicely here. Okay. Queen check. King takes is good. Queen e4. Let's go king takes here. I don't see another check. Queen's still guarding over here. And queen e4 here blocks everything. And we have the back rank checkmating ideas. We want to stop anything. Poor knight never really got into the game there, huh? Poor knight. Let's see here. Queen check, queen check. We can't do the back rank mate yet because of here. So we'll just trade off here. And we have this passed pawn here too. If knight c6, we'll play rook c1 here for the win. Okay, rook c1, right? Yeah, rook c1 here. Doesn't matter if we're taking, we even get to take in check here. Rook takes on c6 here. Awesome, awesome. All right. Oof, and look, we even got a 2400 rating. Why not? 30. Oh, and now it looks like we're actually running away with the tournament. I did not realize that was going to happen. Earlier, we had lost it, and now I've done quite a few of the berserks, and now we're just way ahead here. It's amazing how when you start off, you're just kind of unsure about it, but you really start getting the feeling for the positions. All right, d takes c4, as we know. We're going to take the pawn every time. Bishop e6. I mean, if they play e4, I think we just play c6 there as the top move. Ugh. I wish I would have... Well, I know I looked at it, I just forgot. I just forgot there. Uh-oh, let's see what Coco does. Come on, Coco. Oh, they just resigned. Okay, well, I think I still get my... Oh, so that's interesting. They resigned on the first move, huh? Oh, they went on pause too, though. How weird. How weird. Okay. Let's see here. What's the next one? Okay. We hit 40 here too. All right, next game. We'll berserk here. Again, I just feel more and more confident each time I play this. D takes c4. E4 is the move I'm expecting. E3, this is wrong. Bishop e6, hold on to the pawn. Then c6, b5 ideas. Again, the idea really was not to... Oh, look, and it also comes with this f6 idea. So here, many people, I think, will play bishop takes on c4 here. But then they missed the f6. And then I believe it was c5 to get played here. Let's just castle first, though. If I knew this position a little bit better, yeah, maybe. All right, c5. Okay, so pawn takes. Knight c6, threatening the pawn. Rook c8. No, blacks are already doing well here. No. Blacks are already doing well. Knight takes on e3. Bishop takes e6. Oosh. That probably was not the right move, but time is still a factor for me. I was not problem solving that fast enough for myself. Rook c8. Ooh, knight takes d4 here. Queen takes d4 check here, winning the bishop. Knight back to c6. That's okay. Knight there. Let's go queen b6 here. Knight check here. I'll just play king h8. Or I actually could play bishop takes and then queen takes check. Okay, rook to d8. So again, knight f6 check. Bishop takes there. Let's go knight e5. I don't know what that did. Knight g4 was the idea. Queen takes e3 check. So we're pretty much trading off the queens here, just going into a winning endgame. Check. h5. Actually did miss that move. Bishop f6 is an idea. If h3, knight h6, f5, and we'll be attacking the dark squares perfectly here. Okay, queen to d4. b2 idea. Knight takes, pawn takes ideas, I guess. Rook takes. I really didn't have a choice in that one, did I? Rook over here. This is interesting. I don't know if it's actually doing anything. Knight f2 check. Queen takes. Am I just losing now? I think I am. Dang it, I am losing now. Bishop d4. Ah, I'm down. I'm losing. I lost. Because here they could just trade and play rook f1 here, and there's no good way out of it. Good game, good game. Who was that against? Well, I guess it doesn't matter. All right, on to the next one. Here we go, guys. All right. Let's berserk. Knight to e4. This is one of the ones I was looking at. I think they just played e3 here from what I remember. Just don't take. So knight takes. Knight back, I guess. And bishop d3. Apparently this was okay. And I can kind of see, I can kind of feel why here. Yeah, I like this. Knight e4. You can see here the light squares are just very weak. Rook c1. This backwards pawn is definitely a bad idea for them. If bishop a6, we're going to play bishop c4 here. And with this backwards pawn, we're just going to be able to pile on. Bishop c4. Rook takes. And then we can go queen c2. Rook over here. Yeah. Definitely very good here for us. Rook c5 idea. Rook takes c6. Let's see here. So rook c5 first. We just want to kick him back just a little bit. And then rook over to c1. So now they can't play knight a6 unless they lose the pawn. Ooh, look at this idea. We're going to go knight to e5 and pawn takes, so we can go knight to d6 here. Okay, I like this plan. Oh my god, look at this knight. How worse could this knight get? How worse? And see, this knight's getting to d6 now. Oh my gosh, knight to f6 check here too. Where do I want the knight? Dear Lord, look at this knight. Again, it's just sometimes you just feel these positions. They come out so naturally here. It looks like you just missed that though. Check and takes. H4 here. Okay. Oh, I guess he's going to play it out. There we go. Queen c4. Queen takes idea. B3. Pawn takes. Not really a rushing kind of position here. At least not for me. Rook to c2. He'll check because why not? What else can he do? Oh, never mind. He did not check there. He did not check. Rook there. Rook takes b4 now. Rook over to b7, I guess they can do. Oof. And London Bridge is falling down. Yeah, he's like, I don't know what took him so long. I mean, don't get me wrong. There's some positions that you should play in, but, you know, time was not on their side. And then also position was just so bad, right? Like, oof. Yeah, just not one that I'd want to play. They'd have to be very low on time. If not, that's just like, you can just resign those. Yeah, that's really interesting how that actually played out. I've seen kind of positions like that. But definitely that backward c pawn. I think they were supposed to play c5 earlier. And maybe that would have been a better try for them. All right, here we go. D takes c4 again. D takes c4, main line. Maybe pawn c6, bishop e6 here. Let's see here. Oh, did they run away? Did they just leave? The good thing about this is that I berserk, so I should still get my extra points. Oh my gosh, that's happened twice this tournament. You're like, look, I just lost a game. I didn't think I was that intimidating. Am I intimidating? I thought it was just a regular guy. Let's see here. Let's see here. C6. Oh, I'm so sorry. Let's berserk. Here we go. Oh gosh, I thought I took on c4 already. I forgot. Okay. D takes. Castles. Oh, I messed this line up. That's okay. Knight over here. B5, rook e8, e6. Idea here also. I need to get c5 in. A6, c5. So if I get c5 in here, I should be decent. Perfect. Perfect. Knight takes c5. Ooh, but rook takes. Ugh. Yeah. Oh, perfect. They didn't take. Let's go c4 here. Bishop b7. E4 here is a little scary. Good. They missed it. Can I play knight e4 here? Let's go bishop b7 first. Rook e8. Queen c7. Queen c6 after bishop g3. Knight b6, knight b5. Okay. Knight here, queen takes, and then knight to d5. Okay. Ooh, good move. There you go. Queen b6. Bishop has to take or else knight to d7. Knight takes, knight to e4. Okay. Let's go f6. Queen c7 idea maybe. Queen c6. Rook to d8. Knight d6, knight f5. I gotta figure out a plan here, because I am not making much progress, if you call this progress at least. h5, h4. Bishop h6 is also an idea here. Knight takes d4 is an idea. e5 I could play here. My time's just getting low here, you know? It's just getting low here. So e5, not a bad idea. Pawn taking is what I want to do. Perfect. Unfortunately, I'm not really... Okay, so rook takes here. Then f5. That bishop on f1, killer. Killer. Rook takes on d4. Queen, okay. Rook takes. Queen d5. Okay, bishop takes. Bishop check. Queen check, sorry. And then bishop back. Okay. Then pawn c3 is a new idea. Queen just takes here. Perfect. They should take there, obviously. They missed it. c3. Queen e4 next move. So I could play c2. c2. Okay, so check. And then bishop f4. Now I got the new queen. And then I'm threatening queen takes g2 for check and mate. There we go, guys. Woohoo! Woohoo! All right. 5 minutes left. Let's see if we can finish up this one. Oh, okay. I don't think I'm gonna berserk this one. Can we just play pawn takes here? No, we can't. There's no way we could play pawn takes. Let's go e3. I'll do it like I did last time. It went really well last time. So knight takes g5. Knight back over here. I definitely think this is an interesting way to play it. I mean, to trade off the pieces here, it does look like that white does get some good play as far as it goes with the development of the pieces. Queen f3, rook over to d1, rook f to d1, knight to e5, so bishop back, queen, knight e5, queen g3. Knight c5 is interesting. Oh, okay, so queen g3. The knight does look good on this square. Definitely not working out as well as the last position I got here. Oop, now it is. Knight to d5. All it takes is one move like this, and you can see how fast white's pieces just spring to life. Knight b5's in the idea. Knight b5's over here. Knight over here. Rook comes over here. They have to get their pieces out before they try to expand. And now that they try to expand too fast here, well, you know, this is my position now. This is my position. So knight b5, knight c7 here. Obviously, the idea is to try to win with the discovery move here. You still playing with the dog? Gosh, okay. Just trying to imprint over here. All right, so knight c7 for discovery against the queen. We're going to win the rook. Knight takes, knight b6. Okay, there we go. And the knight makes it out alive. Yoo-hoo! Bishop c2. Knight d5 still here, or we can just trade. Okay. Knight d5, only way out. Rook takes, if needed. Okay. Bishop e4 or e4. Let's go e4 here. Maybe f4 ideas in the future. Ugh. Oh, okay, perfect. Bishop just takes. And then rook c1 should get played here, or queen takes. Queen takes here, because if bishop takes on b2, rook b1, rook takes, and then, yeah, my piece is just too active here. The knight's good, and all these guys are good. Rook's not that great. But I play, no, we'll play rook takes here. Maybe they'll make the mistake and play queen c. Yeah, okay. Or maybe they'll just resign. That'll be nice. Maybe they'll just resign. Okay. All right. How many games do we have left here? Possibly one game. I mean, to be honest, at this point, it doesn't really matter. As far as we both have to berserk, and even then, it's like 1 minute 30 seconds. So, I'll play out the game, but I'm definitely not gonna berserk now. I've made that bad decision before, where I berserked and then yeah. Oh, cool. Somebody was happy. Hello. Okay. Last game over here. Typically I would have berserked, but not anymore. D takes c4. Again, there's only 1 minute and 37 left on the clock, so to put myself at risk for no reason. I can't tell you how many times I've lost the last game. I won the tournament, but I lost the last game. c6, b5 here. Okay. Let's go b5 here. a6 idea. Okay, a6. This e4 move is just a move too late here. Knight d5, perfect timing. And if they take, this is always a question. Do I take with the bishop or take with the knight? Or the pawn, I mean. I'm going to go ahead and play pawn takes here, which I don't know what, you know, yeah, I definitely like this more. And the reason why I actually took with the pawn, there was arguments you can make that you'd like it better the other way. But I liked it this way just because I was trying to put pressure on d4. I mean, I was just trying to get the knight out. And the knight here was a little bit harder. Taking on c4. Let's take on f3 check. And then we'll take on c4 here. Here we go. Here we go. Look at my beautiful pass pawns. I want to name them, man. I love these things. Rook takes. Here, they should play queen takes here. Oh, they did not. Okay. So bishop f5, bishop d3 idea. Yeah, they should have traded here and then taken on e7. They chose not to. Bishop d3 is definitely an idea here. Bishop e4 to win on e5 pawn is definitely an idea here. Rook after d8. I have these guys over here ready to go at a moment's notice if they want to trade off. Huh? Bishop just takes here, right? Bishop just takes, winning a pawn. And attacking over here, putting on a pin. So double attack over here. F4. I guess just bishop g7 here. There's no need to get crazy. Queen c5 actually looks like it's really strong right now because of the pin this way. And I think I'm just winning now. Queen c5. And then I assume they're going to play bishop takes e7. But bishop takes in d4 is check. And I don't even think I lose the exchange. It's just bishop check. Queen takes. And then rook takes. So I'm able to jet out of it. PQ12. What's that mean? Is that like a really cool meaning there? Or all right, so bishop takes d4, rook takes d4. We'll do rook takes d4 because this comes with a threat of rook takes on d1 for discovery against the queen and also the back rank checkmate. I guess I could play bishop takes on e7 here. And I'll play rook takes d1 here. Or do I play rook takes? Oh, yeah. We go queen takes here. Check that out. Look at that guy. Queen takes because if rook takes in check here. So queen takes. How cool is that, right? All it takes is a moment of calculation. But now rook takes is in check. Oh my gosh, look at that. They went straight in for it. So rook check, but then bishop just takes, and now I'm just up an extra piece here. Rook takes I can play, and I'm pretty sure I'd still win. Should I do it or not, guys? What do you think? I still have a minute left. If you want me to take here, I will take. If not, I will not. All right. Nobody spoke up, so I'm going to do it anyways because we should play with our food. I think that's what they said here. Play with your food, right? Pawn c2 and bishop b2. So rook c8 and then bishop b2 just wins here. Bishop check. Bishop check. You know what? Let's go a5 and we'll just push the pawns up slowly here. We'll just push the pawns up slowly. Here, f6, queen over here is, I think, one of their ideas. Oh, never mind. There's no ideas here. Pawn up, pawn up, pawn up. Pawn up, pawn up. Okay. So pawn b2, pawn making queen check. Pawn takes. Unfortunately for them, there's no checks around here. And if they do move the queen somewhere, the queen will check and attack the queen anywhere it moves to. So there you go. There you go. Let's see here. Gosh, this is just a terrible position for them. Just a terrible position. Let's see here. Pawn up. And you know what? Look at this. Everything's even protected here too. I mean, like queen g5, for instance, the bishops guard mostly all the checks that could happen. And all right. Well, guys, hope you enjoyed this. If you haven't already, go ahead and give me that subscribe. And I hope you enjoyed this. This was learning how to play that Grunfeld defense. This was a 3 knights variation, also known as the Petrosian system. All right, guys. We'll see you in the next video. Later.